The current insecurity situation in Nigeria calls for urgent and decisive action. Governor Adewale of Zamfara State has ordered the people in the state to pick up arms and defend themselves against terrorists, in which the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu-San, also supported the pronouncement. Foot's TV crew asked the people, is bearing of firearms by the citizen to defend themselves against terrorists is the best answer to curb terrorism in Nigeria? And here is what the people have to say.
Adewale Emmanuel, I'm of the opinion as a legal practitioner that it's not really the best option to ask people to, of course, take up arms in defense of whatever the situation is. I think the best way to go about it is once the government of the country can actually tackle terrorism themselves. I think the reason I'm saying this is we are humans. We are most likely to abuse whatever privilege that is given to us. Of course, the country is in such a situation that the government itself has actually impoverished everybody. So if you say everybody should have arms, the possibility of using that arms to even rob a fellow Nigerian is very high. So I think that's just the reason I wouldn't encourage that everybody take up arms. It is the duty of government to secure life and property. So if the government has failed, the government cannot now shift it to the respective individuals to take up this tax themselves. No, that's very wrong. That's a failed government.
I'm Mrs. Apala. Then I think it's not the best way, because if you allow that, that means every other individual will go get the license to back it up. Whether you are fighting the insecurity, that means trying to secure yourself, or trying to, the other way, use it the negative way, maybe robbing people, killing people unnecessarily. So if you throw it open like that, even people that are not supposed to, have it in possession will get, and that will cause a lot of problems, more than the insecurity we are trying to fight. Yes, in the other way around, it's good for you to protect yourself, because the level the whole thing has gone to, it calls for it. To me, I won't just sit down and watch the way everything is looking, these days, because if the person is gone, and nobody will come and, defend you. I've never heard this person died and they were able to fish out the person that killed the person. So that is the problem. I think that was what pushed even the Zamfara State governor to say that.
My name is James Williams. Concerning the issue, the best is not for people. The best is not for us to bear arms. We all understand what might happen. For people to carry arms, though it is always good for people to protect themselves. So it seems it's a pity we live in a country where governments do not really care about the life of the people. So for real, we just have to look for a way to protect ourselves. But I don't believe the best way to do that is to carry arms.
The capacity to, control such. Because I have seen situations whereby some of the politicians, some of the governors, like person of Shegumi, having I think discussions or negotiations with the terrorists, and that shows that they know what is going on in the country. They are politicizing whatever that is happening. So to some extent, or to a reasonable extent, I don't think that will work. With the fact that the level of education there in the north, in Zamfara, is too low, they might choose to use such arms for something else, even for robbery, for their means of livelihood. So bearing arms to defend themselves is not the best option. I think the government knows what to do by tackling this insecurity. If they think our army is not good enough to handle this anymore, then they should seek help. Not maybe not physical help, in terms of technical aspect of the security sector. They can seek technical help from other developed countries, other developed nations. They know what to do, they know what is happening, and they should treat it the way they should, not giving arms to the citizens.
Orúkọ mi ni Jamiu Idris. Lórí opinion tí ẹ béèrè yẹn, Tabaníkà wo lóòótọ́ nǹkan ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lù but orí bíbẹ́ kọ́ lóògùn orí fífọ́ because everybody ló mọ oníkálukú ló mọ bára ṣe ń kàn one way or the other. So kò bá dáa kíjọba kó jọ kó gbìyànjú kó tún bá àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n lè ṣe sí.
My name is Oppoto Sunday. I'm from Benue State. Honestly, regarding the insecurity of the country, my opinion is that, to be honest, it's not fair. It's not fair and it's not funny anymore. The way the thing is going, the killing and everything, insecurity in the country. But the situation of carrying arms, especially the individual, will not help us. Mostly, I can say that most of this attack, they are mostly on the Christians. They are mostly on the Christians. So we Christians, we need to pray for God to fight the battle for us.